so we don't get a feedback loop. Hello, gorgeous humans. If you can hear me, please let me know. Oh gosh, I'm glad that I made it on time today, so we can all be proud of me for that. Even if this doesn't go well, at least I was here on time. I would like to know, question to start off, do you do pen swatches? And if you do, where do you put them? So for my pen swatching, I use this guy here, my long-term collections journal, just so I don't have to do a swatch in every single new journal I make. It's kind of like a reference book, so I can just open this up, flip to the back, and that is where I will have my swatch pages. So you can see I've already actually got my Tombow one. I did this when I first set up the journal. I have the majority of my acrylographs. I've got my Stettlers, and we're going to fill in some of these pages today. Now, other supplies that you can see on my desk here with us, because obviously this is the book where the swatches will end up, but I also have a light grey Tombow and a black Tombow, in particular because I use them for the titles. So all of the titles in this journal, because I was trying to kind of keep it simple, are done with this, like, I don't know, combination of lowercase and what's the other one that's not lowercase? Capital. Combination of lowercase and capital letters. So you can see like a little combination here, a little combination there. So all of my swatches are kind of set up with that style, and they have a little border as well, because it kind of matches the rest of the pages in this journal, which are pretty similar. An idea of like the kind of capital, not so capitals, and little borders and stuff. Yeah. So that is one piece of equipment we will be using. Even though we've already swatched the Tombows, we will be using some Tombows. We will also be needing a ruler because I like straight lines. I know that you can do some really creative swatches, like people who actually draw out the pen and then like color the cap of the pen in, which is awesome. Don't get me wrong, I'm lazy, so I'm not gonna do that. Like, maybe if I had a printable, but I don't, so that's fine. So we've got pen, ruler. This one is a Pitt Artist pen, Faber-Castell, waterproof, just so if we have any water-based markers, we don't get any smudging. Yes. I've just gone with the S size because it seems to be the one that I've been using, at least for the acrylographs. I didn't actually check the Tombows. I think the Tombows, I might have used a thicker one, so I do have my other Pitt Artist pens here, just in case I need them. It's all good. So we've got that. What else do we have? We have also got, not on screen right now, but we have my mechanical pencil, a new addition to my What Stationery collection, which I've actually really been enjoying. This one's just a Staedtler one. I don't know. It is what I found, so I'm using it. So that is here with us, just in case I need to sketch out things and stuff like that. Also have my eraser, because we don't want to leave the pencil lines there. I also have this guy. So this is a, effectively a notepad, a blank page notepad that came with the March subscription box last year. So in terms of why we have this one here, I'll just move this guy out of the way so you can kind of see. What size is the mechanical pencil? It is a 0.5 size. Yeah, that's the size, right? 0.5. Staedtler Graphite 777. And I do have some lighter graphite for it, but I'm just using the graphite that came in the pencil. I'm trying to keep up with your questions. If you have a question for me at any time and you actually want to draw my attention to it, if you're here for the live, just put like at JashiiCorrin, because it like tags me and then it shows up in red and then I actually pay attention to it because I am that way inclined. Anywho, so this guy I mainly use for swatching when I'm trying to make color palettes and things like that. So you can see this little selection I have here, which was for a video about different theme ideas, I'm pretty sure. So I was like swatching out different possible pen combinations to use if you were doing those themes. So like this was a Little Mermaids theme where you have like, you know, orange tail, blue hair kind of a thing. This was a little bonsai theme, a pastel goth theme, crime scene, steampunk, ice cream, other stuff, yeah. We can see that it continued over the page, so Little Frogs theme, laundry theme, snakes and ladders, and then painting, which can really be any color, but I just put you know, a palette together for the sake of the video. Alright, so we have this one, which is when I was picking my colors for July last year, when I was doing my books theme, so trying to pick colors that actually fit. In particular, I was trying to pick a purple that kind of worked with the other colors. I can't remember which one I ended up going with. I think I must have gone with the top one, because that one actually seems to fit. So this is what I effectively use this for. Do you have multiple journals for different things besides your long term? Yes. And any videos of yours to watch for a better idea on those? So the last time I did probably my video about my 2022 planner lineup. So I talk through all of the journals that I'm using this year and what I'm using them for. So like the long-term collections one, the yearly collections one, my everyday journal, that kind of stuff. I go into more detail in that one. So that's my 2022 yearly lineup, planner lineup. That's the one, planner lineup. This is when I was doing September's theme. This must have been Olaf's theme, trying to find some nice colors for him. So yeah, you can kind of see that I just use this one mainly for like mini swatches, not like formal swatches, if that makes sense. Yes. This would have been another theme ideas video. And this was me trying to find my colors for February. So trying to find them in an order that actually made sense, ruling out ones that didn't work. For instance, this guy, he was a little bit too dark. He kind of stood out in the middle here, so we got rid of him, that kind of stuff. So this guy is mainly here for when we get to certain collections of pens that aren't necessarily in an order that I like. Is the paper in this book 160? Yes, this is 160 GSM. So you can see the majority of them don't actually bleed. But this guy here, which is an like alcohol-based, possibly, that one did bleed through. So certainly not using that in my journal, but it was kind of cute. Yes, not too bad. If the stream is glitching for you, recommendations: 1, refresh, or 2, go down to the little cog on the player, it might be at the top depending on what you're watching on, and just set it to 720, because I think a lot of people it defaults to 144, which is not the business. Alright, so those are the kind of like swatching materials, but what are we actually swatching today? Well, we're gonna see how many we can get through, because there's a bit. I do have 2 packs of acrylographs that I need to swatch. So we've got, these ones came from the fall collection, so we have the Spellbind collection. If I just open this up. So, oh god, shake, shake, shake. Apologies, I think I just hit something. So what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different colors there, which hopefully will fit on the acrylograph tracker we already have. Fingers crossed. I do technically have some other acrylographs that I need to swatch, but we're just gonna stick to these 2 packs. So Spellbind collection and the Bewitch collection. We'll open this up again carefully, trying not to hit all of the things. There we go, we'll do that. That looks a little better. Hopefully we didn't hit things there. So another collection of pens. Ooh, little tips. I need to remember to get those out of the box. Oh, that's pretty. That's a pretty color. The nice part about the new acrylographs is that they actually have names on them, don't they? Yeah, so this is like Dewberry. I am very appreciative that they started printing them with names on them. Yeah, shaking my pens. I was doing that before this stream started. I kind of just shook them all together. So I just like grab the box and go like... Apologies for anybody who got dizzy from my shaking. So we have 2 sets of acrylographs. So yeah, these ones, the new sets, are named. The older sets, I believe, are not named. I know there was talk of releasing them again with names, but yeah. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, 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 shake. Alrighty. So that's what I was doing before we started here. Other things that we have to swatch are the calligraphs, which I'm just keeping in the like little box that came with the September subscription box. There we go. So you can see that we've got all of them in here, which are also named, which is nice. They don't tell you which collection they're from is the only thing. So I'm probably gonna have to go and look up which sets these came from. Because like, I know that these 5 at least were from the September subscription box. But I'm not too sure which ones of these are from primary or tropical. I think it's tropical, they don't even have primary A. I'm not sure which ones are from tropical and which ones are from jewel. I could probably guess, but like, I'm glad we don't have to shake these ones though, because gosh dang it, shaking that many pens, guys. Do I have any tips or videos on organization? Not in terms of like desk organization or stationery organization, not so much. I've done like a decluttering video over on the vlog account, but I don't really have any specifically here. So our next set of pens that needs swatching, I got for Christmas from Vogel, and these are the, Karen Brush Marker Pro, and technically speaking, I'm not going to use these in my journal very much because they are really inky, and if you go over like twice, it'll probably shadow, ghost, bleed, that kind of stuff. But I still want to swatch them somehow, hopefully safely. Let's see if we can open this without injuring myself. Oh god, there goes something. So yeah, you can see the pens here. Oop, that hit my light. It's fine, we're okay. So these ones are nice too because they also come with a label that tells you what the pen actually is, which is helpful. And they come in a box and they're stored vertically and they're very nice. So these ones I will probably swatch in the order that they're done here. I might have to do it from a different angle though, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh no, I'll probably just be okay because each page is 13 centimeters across. Anyways, these are very cute. We will attempt to close this carefully. I'm just like holding on to my microphone with my other hand here. So those ones need swatching. We also need to swatch the Crayola Super Tip markers because my brother got me a 100 color set and I don't use them because I don't know what color they are. So those need swatching. You can see they do have a little kind of color chart at the top here, but then when you open the box, it's not the same. Like all the grays are in a corner here. These ones are all in like a line, so these are the ones that I'm probably most concerned about their color order. So I'm probably gonna have to like draw them out on that little purple book before I actually commit to their location in this box. Not that I really love the storage of this box either because the pens aren't actually held in place. They're all just kind of like tucked into rows and the rows are separated by cardboard, but it is the storage solution I have at the moment. Anywho, so we've got those guys. Then, because the party never stops, we do also have the, pastel, quote, 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 highlighters from String and Space. So, do these ones have a color written on them? Let's just clink, open it up. I'll take out this neon yellow one and see. Pastel, dry, something, String and Space, jewel tip. They don't have, let's see, we'll pick out a red as well and compare. We'll see what we can find in terms of differences. So there is no name on the front of them at least. You guys can see that there's no name there. And then if we go SP high 25, nope, doesn't have anything different there. EN71, EN71. D4236, yeah, no. So there's no actual difference between each of the pens. There's nothing on them to actually like say that they are a certain color or give them a name, which is, it's something. Not necessarily ideal, but hopefully in theory in swatching these, it would be kind of obvious as to which color was which for the most part, provided you have a pretty good color match on the pen lids, if that makes sense. So, big shrug. Number idea on the super tips. Yeah, I would just have to find something to number it, a bit of tape to prevent it. So you numbered them with like a permanent marker? Question mark? Yeah. That would be a cool idea. So, in terms of our swatching, we're probably going to start with the acrylographs just because they're a bish. No, just because they have to be like shaken and all of that, and I've already got a page set up for them is the main reason. We already have a page set up for them. And we know that there's going to be 10 colours, whereas there's only 8 here. So it's going to come down 2 lower, which should be fine. I was kind of hoping that I could fit another set of like these little kind of collections into this space. Well, actually that doesn't come down all the way, does it? So maybe I can, because if we say like Spellbind, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then we do have this much space left, which means that in theory I could swatch the other ones that I've got, like the Valentine's Day 2 new pens and the Plant-Based Bride one. Okay, I'll go get those as well. Why not? Just in case. Just in case we can. Oh, I just threw them in here. Not in their boxes anymore. Ow. 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 Okay. Why? Okay, we're good. We're fine. Everything is fine. My drawer got stuck. So we do have the Plant-Based Bride collection that came with her collab bundle. And then we also have the set that came with like the Piper collab, Piper's art. So I don't think these ones are labeled on them, but we will be able to find something online. This has stuff on them. So if we have space, we will also put these in. So we'll chuck them to the side, and by chuck I mean gently place, because we're going to be nice to my pens. So we have Bewitch and Spellbind. Yes, Spellbind. I can probably just write those in with, I can go straight in with this. Nick Minute spells it wrong. There we go. Spellbind and Bewitch. So in setting up this part in particular, as you can tell, it's not really in any particular color order, except it's in an order. It is ordered, but the way that it's ordered is by placement in box, because they're placed in the box in a specific order. So I am gonna have to grab the box out and open it up to actually label these. But I think what I'll do first is rule in my lines. And I'm not actually sure if I'm going to use this version of my Pitt Artist Pen, just because it's so new, so the tip is actually really thin still, which means it won't be as thick as these guys over here. So I'm going to have to go find one of my old Pitt Artist Pens that is a little more blunted. Yay, clear out sale, excellent. And I'm pretty sure on specific items in the sale, question mark, you can also stack coupon codes as well. So the stuff that's $20, $22, some things in theory, you can also put down JashiiCorrin 10, get your 10% off. Thank you. I was in the middle of talking, you can't kiss me while I'm talking.
What's up, YouTube?
Leave YouTube alone. Vogel says hello.
I'll leave you to it.
There we go. So in theory, some of them you can like stack codes onto. So if we do a little comparison, let's see. No, this one's actually really good too. Wait a minute. Where's my bad? I say my bad. Where's my other S size one that's blunted? There we go, that's much better. So hopefully, I don't know if you guys can see this. We're gonna hold it up like a beauty vlogger and see if you can tell. Like the difference in the tips. There we go, does that kind of show up on camera, roughly? So the one at the bottom is much more blunt than the one at the top, which is a lot more bullet, yeah? We're gonna use the blunt one for our ruling, and then the bullet for our writing. Maybe. Because even the writing is fat, so question mark. I don't think it matters which lid is which. Not really, so we'll just put you there, up here, and then do some ruling. Remember to like Cause Jess is the beauty vlogger. So that'll come down to there. let's just draw a dot so I know where to stop. Because I actually want to draw in the little horizontal lines first. Just because this pen is so old. Just because if I rule in my vertical lines first, I won't have the dot grid there anymore to try and make it straight. Yeah, I'm risking it all and going in without a pencil first. Is this a choice? It is certainly a choice. Is it a good choice? We will see. So far we're okay. Yeah. So with these swatches, like the acrylographs in particular, I'm not too precious with the horizontal lines. I mean, you can see that a lot of them I go over with the paint markers anyways. But on something like my Tombow one, which is you know, very much a grid, I wanted that one to be very, very straight, very structured. There we go. 10, bewitch. Excellent. So that I think the sad thing is going to be that the actual drawing in of this grid isn't going to be that time consuming. What's going to be time consuming is shaking and activating all of the acrylographs. Yeah, exactly. We don't want Vogel to scare me and then have my line go completely cattywampus. There we go. But it's fine. If we make a mistake, we can rebuild. We have the technology. Put on our sweet background tracks. I just need to go change the audio file I'm listening to, because right now I'm kind of in the middle of editing my March Plan With Me video, which I'm excited to share with you guys. I'm not sure if it'll actually come out on Sunday, but I hope to get it out to you as soon as I possibly can. Alrighty, let's go open up our audio so that we can listen to the sweet jams. Do 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 do. There we go. That looks good. And then we can press play and turn it up. There we go. If it is too loud, just let me know. But I like to have some background music so that we don't get like those awkward pockets of silence where Jess has to have a drink. Drink break. Alrighty, let's grab out Spellbind first. We'll chuck our Spellbind in first. So, shake, shake, shake. Shake, 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 shake. I need a paper to activate. I think we'll use the purple one for the activation. There are so many pens on this desk. Shake, 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 shake. There we go. Okay, I think that I've shaken it enough. I know that it's not going to be enough, but I think I have. So, like we said before, we do have the label on the side, but I'm actually tempted to go find a reference online somewhere so I don't have to, like, read them off individually. But let's do some activation first. Yeah, if Vogel scared me during, mid-ruling, the pencil probably wouldn't save me. Cool. So we have our little book here. We can activate our pens. So in using your acrylographs, you have to shake them viciously to start with for a surprisingly long amount of time to ensure that the pen has its paint well combined throughout the barrel or chamber or something. Once you've done a sufficient amount of shaking, you'll then have to actually activate the pen by pressing the nib in. Be careful with it. If you press too aggressively, you will actually bend the little plastic tip, which isn't the business. Thankfully, the tip does come out, so you can replace it with the ones that come in the box, but we don't want to break it as soon as we get it, so we'll just try and be a little bit careful. There we go. Because I know that some people do this, and they press it repeatedly. I've just kind of had a tendency to just hold it down, and eventually the ink flows it down. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of started. There's a little tiny bit here. Little tiny bit. Anyways, we continue. Activation! I think this is the correct, yeah, this is the correct end to start with. There we go, that's cute. That's like a little, what's it called? Blue heather. Wait, not spellbind. We should probably put it in the correct one. Let's check. Okay, yes, spellbind. I was worried. Okay, spellbind, little blue number, into the little box. Attempting to not go over the lines, instantly failing in that mission. This is pretty cute though, I like this colour. Quilla? Yep, excellent. Okay, blue heather, you're done. Now we're on to the next one. Shake, shake, shake. So this one here is Vintage Rose, which is quite pretty. I know that somebody used Vintage Rose in a setup they did recently. I think it might have been Erica, possibly, or Craftinated, but it was a pretty cute setup. There we go. You can see the pen ink like runs to the tip, and then it kind of like comes out these little tiny slits in the side of the nib. I am doing the 0.7s because I only have the 0.7s for this collection. And actually all of the pens that I talked about swatching for the acrylographs, those are just the 0.7s. I have the 3mm for the primary tropical warm fall, cool fall question mark, and the metallics and the jewel selection. So effectively like everything over here. I think, ooh, let's check. Yep, I think I have the 3mm for these two, but I don't have the 3mm for these ones. There we go. Goodbye, Vintage Rose. All of that shaking obviously paid off. Ugh. You need to put them back in the box a specific way. So this guy here is Wisteria, which is a nice kind of purplish color, which is pretty cute. Major pen fetishes in a non-creepy way. I have so many freaking pens, and I know that I don't even have that many compared to like some of my crafty friends of the internet, who have like seriously a lot of pens. This is such a pretty color palette. I am very much enjoying this so far. Can you guys even see? Do I move you closer? Would you like me to move you closer? Let me know, because I will have to play you the sound of my people, which is effectively the sound of my screechy light moving. But we can do that. We can move you closer if you'd like to be a little bit closer. You are a fluid pen, my friend. We will try and keep you within the lines as best as possible. That's a cute color. I know it's not bleeding through, but I always wonder. Ding, 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 ding. That's very cute. So our next color is Boysenberry. That's pretty. Alrighty. Shake, shake, shake. You know, yep, the plan is to sell the gel pens. I'm not too sure when they're coming out, and I don't know what colors they're going to have, but we are expecting them to become a staple item in the Archer Olive shop, or Archer Olive lineup. Is everybody excited for the spring release? Because I'm like excited for the spring release. What I'm not so excited about is the fact that it launches at 4 AM my time, which is not so fun. For reference, right now it is 5 PM for me, so we're thinking like this time, but 12 hours in the future, minus an hour. That's what time it'll be. Ugh. That is so pretty. I love it so much. Alrighty. What a gorgeous color. These have literally just been sitting in my cupboard, just waiting to be swatched. Looking all gorgeous like, and not getting swatched. Boysenberry, so pretty. Alrighty, our next one is a steel blue, which I would have called like a steel green, but it is steel blue. Let's see. You're not allowed to be excited. Aww. Yeah, just a few more sleeps to the spring release. I'm excited because it's happening on like Tuesday. So like, you know, the 22nd of the 2nd, 2022, which is also a Tuesday. I mean, for me, it's gonna be 4 AM on a Wednesday, but I'm still excited for it. And don't forget to use JashiiCorrin 10 for 10% off your orders, because your support is literally everything to me. Alrighty. Oh yeah, okay, it's blue. It's bluish. I'll give it that. So we can put that steel blue down. Very cute. Boysenberry. Still pretty though. Love that boysenberry. The boysenberry very much reminds me of like Quest from the Journey box. Like similar color to that, I think. Alright, up next we have Mist Flower, which is kind of like a dusty pink kind of color. Right? Shake, shake, shake. Yeah, bank account can't sustain this stuff. Yeah. I can understand that. I think with like shipping now as well, there's it's certainly like it has to be more of a consideration. Like, do you need the thing or do you just want the thing? And then my want brain just says, screw you, we're gonna get it anyway. Like, there we go. I've just been activating this way. I need to not do that. Otherwise, I'm gonna run out of room and then be sad about it. There we go. Activation. Ooh, that's pretty. That pretty kind of dusty pink kind of color. Alrighty. What was you called? Mist Flower. What was you called? English. Do 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 do. Do do. I don't use the acrylographs as much as I should, because I know that anytime I do use them, like I use the gold one a fair bit, and I use the white one from time to time. This one's called Shroom. It's called Shroom, I love it! Anyways, but like, I love how when you shake them properly, when you treat the pens right, the opacity is really nice. And I like that you can layer them and stuff like that. I saw a super gorgeous setup. I think it was by Mochi Bujo, possibly started last year. She did a ginkgo leaves theme and it was freaking delightful. And I super want to do ginkgo leaves as a theme one day, but not today. Super cute though. Alright, shakes are done. Yeah, see, no spending for me is like, anytime I tell myself I can't do something, I'm just like 50% more inclined to do it. I'll be like, screw you telling me what to do, I'm gonna do the thing anyway. Oh, that was a bloop. Alrighty, this guy blooped out. We had a bubble, and now we've got a puddle. I mean, it's a very nice puddle. It's more like the inside of a shroom than the outside of a shroom. Very ink. So we've got like a little pool there. Alrighty, let's be careful. It's a nice color though. Like, it's kind of like a warm grayish color, which is quite pretty. I do find that like some of the palettes, I feel like their colors don't really, it's not necessarily that they don't like go together, but they're not necessarily like for me kind of a thing. I think that like obviously the metallics are all together because they're metallic, so that's fine. Love a good rainbow, love a good pastel-ish rainbow. Warm fall speaks to me. Like, I think I really like the combination of these together, and you could get a lot of different like smaller color palettes using those that I'd probably like. That pine green though is pretty cute. Anyways, let's continue on. We have a task. Stop getting distracted. How many do we have? 3 left for this one. So this is the Midnight Navy, which is very pretty. Alrighty, do a little shake shake. Do I know more? Oh, I think there's gonna be calligraphs next week. I think. I haven't been sent any, so I can't say with certainty, but I think. In terms of restock, absolutely no idea. Because in my mind, I feel like the pens should be like staple items. Like they should just stay. That is what I think. Because it's like, you know, the pen runs out, you get a new one kind of a thing. I can understand like retiring old designs of journals more than getting rid of Ooh, pretty. Getting rid of, like, very, what's the word? I'm trying to say something that means, like, expendable or, like, usable, exhaustible? I don't even know. Things that run out. Things that you use, but then, like, once you've used them, it's not like you wouldn't use it more. Oh, that English. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm talking about. Like items that you... Thank you! Thank you! Consumable is the word. At least somebody knows what the heck I'm on about. Thank you. You guys got my back with your good English skills. Alrighty, this guy is called Cider Yellow. I don't know what color cider is supposed to be, but now I could really go for one. We had this really nice apple cider at the wedding that we went to at the end of January, and it might have just been good because I was already drunk, but it was very tasty. I very much enjoyed it. It effectively tasted like apple juice. It was like, you know, carbonated alcoholic apple juice. It was very good though. Alrighty, Yellow, come on down. Ooh, that's pretty. That kind of reminds me of Rome. So like Quest kind of reminds me of the boysenberry, and Rome kind of reminds me of Cider Yellow. That blue is inky. He needs to dry. It's like a kind of like an ochre, like a yellow ochre kind of color. It's pretty though. I feel like the top like 7 of these really seem to fit well together, and now I'm like, where did all these bright colors come from? We have to probably see what they look like when they're dry, but right now they kind of look a little bit more saturated, say. Mandarich leaves of... Oh, I want to go see what this is. Oh, yeah. I haven't actually seen any studio... Is it Ghibli or Ghibli? Because in my mind, GH is a G, not a J. But I could be completely wrong, because I don't know. This one is called Viridian. It is a green. Pretty. Alright. Ooh, hot apple cider. I had the most delicious hot apple cider one time when I was in town, like in winter. And they had like a hot pot with like a ladle, and they were like selling it. It was so tasty. You with me. Oh my god. So this guy will activate you. Then we will have a sip of our drink because it will be drink break. And then we will write down some names. Because by that point, our blue baby might be dry. There you go. Activation! There we go. Green. Smiley face. Green is my second favorite color. That looks cute. All right, so we have put in our colors for the Spellbind collection. We're having a drink break. Tink, cheers. If you're drinking something while watching this, let me know what it is. Obviously, I have chosen drink of choice, Coke Zero. So we need to go find some names. And I probably could remember them, but I'm gonna look them up anyway. And of course my keyboard's on the ground. Oh, what a struggle. Okay, let's see. Acrylograph. Names. All the pen names and swatches. Thank you very much. But when was this released is the question. No, it'll probably have them. Cool fall, warm fall, spring, metallics, fall. Yay. So, going back in with our blunted one, just so that then the thickness of the lettering kind of matches throughout the page. And also, just double checking that we haven't had any bleed through, even though you know you haven't, because this is an Archer and Olive, and they wouldn't do you wrong like that. Alrighty. Thank you. This guy is old. Blue Heather. H-E-R. And then we had Vintage Rose, which was that pretty dusty pink, which I think dried more saturated than I put it down, I feel like, but it's pretty. Like, I like it a lot. Vintage Rose. Then we had the Wisteria. Then we had Boysenberry. Boy. Sin. Yes, 2 R's, berry. Because as much as I don't mind spelling mistakes, I would like to have them right. Steel Blue. That's S-T-E-E-L, not steal as in theft. We have the Mist Flower, which was that kind of like dusty purple. Shroom, best name ever. Shroom. I think this was Midnight Navy, which is awfully blue for a midnight color, but it is very pretty, so I don't mind. Midnight Navy. We had Cider Yellow and Viridian. If we can spell cider yellow. I try to write sidey. That's not what we want. Yellow. Do you guys get that too? Like you're writing a word, but you're thinking about the next word, so then you write the first letter of the next word in the middle of the word you're writing. That happens to me like constantly. Viridian. V-I-R-I-D-I-A-N. There we go. Go back to check what the chat's doing. Ooh, yum. Peppermint tea, hot chai. Ah, chai. So good. Lemon iced tea, that sounds delicious. Water, so good for you. Bundaberg, the best kind of ginger beer, excellent. Good job, guys. Yeah, get a Coke Zero. Peppermint tea, nice. I know Vogel can't drink peppermint tea, which is sad. Mango bubbly, yum. Dr. Pepper, I haven't had a Dr. Pepper before. I don't know what that tastes like. There we go, end of the day, enjoying tiger beer. Good job, guys. Whiskey on Ice. I love that Whiskey on Ice comes from Amy, who has like a Hello Kitty like picture. It's just beautiful. Like, I love it so much. There we go. Alrighty. Acquired beverage, a white stout from Michigan. Fancy. Alright, I think what I might do, because I've got it open at the moment, I might just write down the names for the Bewitched collection too. Oh, hi, Vogel.
You should order your Nando's because I'm going to go get dinner. You can order it on a live stream and everyone will be like, what are you eating?
Yeah, and then it'll be like, why are there peri-peri smudges on your... I can't order though, my phone's being used.
That's the recording device.
It is the recording device.
Alright, text it to me and I'll order it on
Yeah, I can text it to you too, can't I?
Facebook it to me. You're a smart lady. You
I don't
figure it
know,
out.
I'm probably an egg.
Yeah.
Oh, what a dick.
Admiring the view, eh?
Stop that. Vogel's being slutty.
You're the one who's staring.
That's because I was just like, why does he not have a shirt on?
It's hot as balls out in that other room.
Oh my
especially
God.
because the curtain's closed.
Stop.
What?
You need to stop.
Why do I stop?
Why do you stop? This is a nice, PG, peaceful stream, and you're coming up in here with your smut. Don't laugh into your drink.
It's not smart.
Can I just tell you what I want?
No, because I won't remember.
Oh,
You know, you've written it down and I've screwed it up. Do you think I'll get it right if you tell me verbally?
I mean, you make a very valid point.
Like-
Fine, pass me the keyboard. Wait, I found it. I already picked it up. Don't worry.
Anyway, I'm gonna run because I want to get mine before they close.
Alrighty, love and appreciation.
Love you, bye.
Bye. What is Nando's? Nando's is only the most delicious chicken takeaway shop ever. They do like Portuguese chicken, effectively, and they have peri-peri chips, and oh, it's so good. Like, literally just go to your Google right now and just like type in Nando's, and you can see how beautiful it is. So, yeah, I'm sorry guys, Nando's is great. Do I want the chicken tonight though, or do I just want the chips? Because I'm like right here, trying to swatch my pens. I only got through one collection, and now I'm in a crisis about chicken. Chicken crisis. Okay. We should vote on it. Should I get the chicken? Yeah. I'm sorry that Blake Vogel came in and destroyed our ambience. All good. Okay, let's see. I need to message him because he has decided that that's what we're doing now. Can I please have... Okay. I think we're gonna have to do it. We're gonna get the chicken. It's really tasty. I don't necessarily think that I shall be eating the chicken on a live stream because you did not come here for Jess's mukbang, you came here for me to swatch my pens. But at least I've sent him the message. Okay, we are going, oh, okay, I got barbecue. Like, when I get a burger, I usually get mild, but I'm being a white girl today, I can't do spice. So, back to swatching our names. So, because I've got the list up here, I might as well just put it in. So, we're gonna have parchment. Parchment. We're gonna have blush pink and crimson. I will say that one of the nice things about the sets that don't have names is that you don't have to write them out, but at the same time I do prefer having names because then you can like refer to a colour a lot easier as opposed to that one kind of yellow, kind of green shade in the like box of super tips, which is not so helpful. Daffodil. Daffodil. Prussian blue. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I actually don't like this swatch very much just because when I think of a colour, I don't typically think, oh yeah, that one from the cool fall collection. I typically think like blue or green, but one day I will probably set my acrylographs up so they're actually in like colour families rather than like their collections, but as I store them now, I store them in their collections. So for the moment, this is okay. Asparagus. Asparagus. It's a lot of A's. Canyon red. And then we have gold moss, which looks like it's going to be a little more green than gold, but that's cool. Blood orange. Stop being so pretentious, that's fucking red. I don't know if anybody actually knows that meme anymore, but... Orange and... Dewberry. That was the one we were talking about before. Dewberry. Gorge. So now as the names are written out, we just need to swatch them, which is kind of nice. So we can bring back our little book, bring them back to the table, so that we have something to activate our pens on. Nice. And then we can continue with our colouring in. No bonus mukbang content. We could, if you guys are okay with me going nom nom. I promise I don't chew with my mouth open, it's just that my face is very close to the phone and I don't want you guys to hear these like scody ass chewing noises. I'm glad you guys remember the meme as well, by the way, because otherwise I just sound like a crazy person. There we go. So, got our pens. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, that's probably enough shaking. Calm down. Okay, that's enough shaking now. Oh my gosh, my arm's gonna be sore tomorrow. And, lo and behold, they are actually in the order that they were found in the box. So we have parchment. Give it a little shake. commitment issues with which book he wants to read tonight. I mean, like, can relate. I stayed up till 1 a.m. last night finishing off our book club book because once it gets going, it's kind of like, I need to know what happens. Yes, there was an Archinola of acrylograph called Shroom. It was part of the Spellbind collection. I'm not sure if everybody's do, but mine have a label on the side here, but only these 2 collections. So none of the ones that came before. There we go. Shake the booty, shake and shake it. Turning into a pumpkin. Oh, good night. Sleep well. I was just like, what? You put on too much fake tan? I don't understand. And I was like, oh, it's probably to do with the time. That makes a lot more sense. Parchment is a lot lighter than I was expecting it to be, but I suppose it is parchment, so it kind of makes sense that it would be that light. It is very light. And I think we might actually have enough space underneath these to do the swatch of the Piper's collab and the plant-based bride one. See, the only thing is that I don't like to swatch double up colors, and I know that the plant-based bride one has a gold, and I'm like, I don't really need to re-swatch a gold when I've got a gold swatched here and there, like, already. So, yeah, I think that the labeling is super helpful, and I like that the calligraphs at least are labeled, just because, like, then you actually know what pen you're dealing with. So then if you set up a swatch like this, even if your pens get all out of order, you know which one is which. I think that's very helpful. So this one in theory, wait, this is blush pink. I don't know who'd be blushing like that, but it's fine. Yeah, probably me. We're just gonna ignore that I said that. See, when I think blush pink, I think like pink, not like, I don't know, light red orange. But we'll see how it dries, because they do dry different to them. Broken. Meep, meep, meep. They dry different to what they look like wet. And typically they dry a little bit lighter than they look wet. Thank you, eloquent Jess. Jess that has the words. I know it's gold, but I've already got gold swatched twice. Shake, shake, shake. There we go. So crimson here, which is probably more accurate for how Jess would blush. I don't know, my face is always red. I think what's worse is when because like I get overheated very easily. And when I get overheated, like, above my eyebrows goes really red. And I'm just like, gosh dang it, that's not pleasant. Nobody wants to see that. There we go. Crimson. See, before it dries, this is looking a little brown, but I'm sure it will dry more reddish. No, great guy you should meet. His name is Leaf. Turning tomatoes. Yeah. Yeah, I think that I prefer the thin tip. I mean, I like that you can actually use the thin tip of the calligraphs for like lettering. Like little lettering, little headers, that kind of stuff. And anytime I do any kind of calligraphy, I typically try and keep it small so people can't see how bad I am at it. Yeah, adult beverages, just like all the red comes out. That's why we only drink in the winter. She lied. There you go. So daffodil, very much yellow. There we go. It's pretty cute. That is bright, which makes sense given the name, but damn. Alrighty. Prussian blue, which is a very pretty color. Shake, shake, shake. Yeah, I like the idea of being able to do like calligraphy style writing with things like tombos and the thick tip calligraphs and stuff, but I'm never really willing to put the practice in. Oh, that's pretty. I like that a lot. That's a nice blue. I like how in both boxes the yellow color was next to the brighter blue color. So what, Daffodil versus Prussian Blue and Midnight Navy versus Cider Yellow. Coincidence? Probably. No, I have no idea. Alrighty, we're on to asparagus, which this isn't the color that I would usually associate with asparagus. I feel like asparagus to me is like a darker green color, but or maybe even like a slight purplish green for some asparagus. There we go. Yeah, I wear makeup when I drink most of the time as well because I'm just like, we must hide the face away underneath the pale layers. There you go. Activation. Glad that I got this book out. These three do go together. I think that makes a reasonable color palette. One of the things that I have found about the acrylographs, in particular the 0.7 nib, is that if I'm like doing a stroke or a line or like writing a letter or something and I press down too hard, sometimes it kind of like flicks a little bit and I get some like little spattering of paint, but that's only because I'm being aggressive with my pens and I need to chill. Alright, we have Canyon Red, which be interested to see if that looks kind of like the terracotta, but we'll see. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of green tea, eh? Pear. Yeah, pear or green tea. Pear tea. Question. Oh, mechanical pencil. Pretty dark. Yeah, I got a softer lead with mine, because I know that I like a softer lead in my regular pencil. So the one that's the lead that's currently in there, is just the one that came with the pencil. So I think it's probably like an HB or something. But I got myself a 2H question mark? I'ma check. Let's see. Because H is the lighter one now. I'm like totally second guessing myself here. Yeah, so I got the 2H, which in theory is lighter. And I think that like 4H is lighter again, and then 6H is lighter again, kind of a thing. Just so that then it's easier to erase. Like, and when you erase it, there's not as much, like, left behind, kind of a thing. I also find that the mechanical pencil, because it is a lot sharper, it's a lot easier to apply a lot of pressure. And the more pressure you apply, you know, what's the word that I'm going for? Yeah, the more pressure you apply, the, like, darker your lead's gonna be on the page as well. But yes. Shake, shake, shake. All good. The 0.3mm leads, new I have not. Wait, is that 1.3? That one's 0.5, isn't it? Yeah, whew. 0.3. Yeah, I think it's just that, because you guys understand pressure, right? Like, pressure is equal to force over area. What? Yeah. Pressure equals force over area. So if your area gets smaller, then your pressure will be higher, yeah? Or it'll take less force to give you the same amount of pressure. And the more pressure you apply, the more you're gonna indent your page. That kind of stuff. Physics. That is gold moss, because I'm kind of like, huh? No. Gold moss. Different pens. There we go. Okay, stop being a dick. Just apply constant pressure, please. There we go. Licking. Alrighty, I can understand why this is called gold moss now, because it kind of looks like the non-metallic version of the gold, with a tinge of green to it. This is kind of like the color that you would use if you didn't want it to be shiny, but still wanted that kind of goldish color. There we go. And then blood orange. There we go. Juicy pear. Jelly bellies? No, I'm thinking smelly bellies. Did you guys have smelly bellies? That was a thing, at least in Australia. I don't know if it was anywhere else. But it was like these little like bean bag creatures that smelt different flavors. So that you'd have like a popcorn one and a candy floss one and XYZ, and then like you like collect them and they had like different rarities and stuff. So you had like the golden smelly belly or whatever. I think that's what it was called. I think it was a smelly belly. Fucking weird. Like looking back on it though. It's like Beanie Kids. You have the different Beanie Kids and then you just like collect the Beanie Kids. Blood orange. Yeah, having these in their collection sets doesn't really help when it comes to picking a pen. I feel like it would just be better if they were in their color sets, like pink, red, orange. See, the thing was, the whole, like, we don't talk about Bruno song, like, it is catchy, but I personally preferred Surface Pressure. I thought that was a better song. Maybe because it was too relatable. Now I've got that stuck in my head. I'm not gonna sing it though, because I don't want to get the copyright infringements. There we go. Oh yes, that is beautiful. And at current state, it kind of reminds me of Twilight, and Blood Orange kind of reminds me of Terracotta. But that's fine. That's fine. They will dry. They will probably look different. We are going to have to wait for these to dry before we can turn the page. So possibly, while we wait for this to dry, we might, 1, have a drink break because we need one. And 2, we will have a look possibly at putting in the lines for the Piper's collab and the Plant-Based Bride collab. There we go. So we can put these beautiful babies over on the other desk. Shake, shake, shake. No more shaking. You've already activated the pens. Leave the pens alone. Leave the pens alone. Leave them alone. Okay, so Journey Box, Ethereal Box. We technically have these guys here, but these are the only 2 new colors. These guys are from other collections. I just don't know which other collections they're from. Big question marks. And they don't have names. Sad face. Okay, but we will do Pipers, which we should be able to find some names for, and we will do Plant-Based Bride. Boom. So these both have 5 colors each, so if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and heading, why couldn't they just have 6? Then it would fit perfectly. It's one of those things where you like try and build from the top and from the bottom. I just realized that I put 2 lines of a gap there and only 1 line of a gap here. So I might as well put 2 lines of a gap here. So at least then it will fit. Alrighty, this is going to be, we'll do Plant-Based Bride on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Plant-Based Bride. Careful not to smudge any ink. And P-Y-P Piper's art. There we go. Oh no, Amy. Bye, Amy. Have a great night. I hope you sleep well and all the good stuffs. Drink break. Oh. Okay. I have this interesting relationship with mushrooms, just because you guys are talking about mushrooms in the chat, where I used to be very, like, up until recently, I was very okay with the smell of an uncooked mushroom. Like, they didn't really bother me. But recently, I feel like my nose has become more sensitive to them, and now I think uncooked mushrooms smell awful. Cooking mushrooms, all good, totally sweet. But uncooked mushrooms, I'm like, alrighty, 5. So that's 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this one, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cute. Where did my ruler go? This is the problem with having all of these pens on my desk, is that they're hiding things from me. Can't find the stuff I need. Yeah, put in a line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My little grid here, looking cute. And the plant-based bread 1, 2. I should probably look up the names of the colors. At least we know one of them is gold. I'm pretty sure one of the Piper ones is called like smoothie or something like that. Sounds delectable. Texture of mushrooms. See, I can understand that idea, like the texture of something just giving you the heebie-jeebies and making you go no 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 no. Mushrooms are interesting, because like when they're, at least I'm thinking like generic button mushrooms or whatever, because when they're not cooked it's very like sponge, but then when they're cooked it's kind of like flippery. There we go. Yeah, people are weird. Alrighty, so journey box, ethereal, desert box. Okay, so according to this it goes rust, then fern, evergreen, picoline or picoline, and then gold. And then Piper's art goes chili, wine, bubbly, smoothie, dazed. Alrighty, we will write those in. We'll start here. Rust. I will say I am very jealous of the plant-based bride one, because you look at it and you're like, yes, that is her aesthetic. Like, those are her colors. And I'm like, the fuck are my colors? I don't have an aesthetic. There we go. Fern, evergreen. I think that it's very, like, it's nice to have like that kind of consistency in the stuff that you put out, that you have like a set palette of colors that is kind of tied to what you do. Picoline. Picholine. Sometimes you gotta say it how it reads, so you don't stuff up your writing. There we go. We put gold in, even though I'm personally against it. They have a post. It is over here. Let's see if we can send you a link. There we go. The link is in the chat. So there's a link to the Archer and Olive, like blog post about all of the calligraph names. Yeah. Let's see. I have a Jesthetic. Jesthetic instantly went to anesthetic. I was like, oh no! So, chili, wine, bubbly, smoothie, dazed. I like these names. These names are easy to spell. Nick Minute spells it wrong. Chili. Wine. I could go for a chilled wine. I should put a wine in the cupboard. The cupboard. Get out the fridge. But I don't think that wine and this endeavor of swatching is necessarily a good combination. Because my swatches might look a little bit cattywampus. Dazed. I said dazzled because I was thinking hazard, but that's fine. I know what I mean. Dazzled. There we go. Yeah, I went through a phase with the whole carrots being cooked kind of thing. Like, it used to be one of the only vegetables that I'd really eat, and then it was like, no, I don't like that they're mushy. So I went through a phase of just having the raw carrots because they were like crunchy, and now I'm just kind of like, nah. Hard pass. Yeah, white wine and barbecue chicken, not together, but I'd do it. I have not shaken these ones, so these ones might require a little more effort. You know, I should just do them all at the same time. Shake! There we go. Yeah, it would have been really nice if they were on the pens. At least the ones in Piper's collab, they're all distinctly different in terms of their lid colours. With Elizabeth's, I'm kind of taking a guess here. I think I've got the right ones, but shake, shake, shake. You know, I've probably actually already shaken this gold one out. Oh, I probably should have checked that before I decided to mutilate it. No, it's okay, he's fine. We're all good. I don't really feel like activating a gold when I've already got a gold activated, so I might just go grab my gold that is activated and use that one on this spread instead. Because that's the thing, you're supposed to wash the nibs after using the pens. I am not going to do that. I do not have that level of care in me to do that. And there we go, rust. Very pretty. Beautiful. So that's rust. This is, in theory, fern, or at least what I'm going to call fern. See, I find that the problem that I have with stir-fry carrots, particularly with home stir-fry, is that a lot of the time that they just take so long to cook compared to the rest of the veggies, at least with the way we cut them. This was already activated. Whoops, that is dried out because somebody doesn't take care of her pens. Let's see if we can just soldier through. No, I'm probably gonna have to wash the nib out of that one. Requiescat and Pache pen. Did I do these ones? No, I didn't. I haven't done this one. Have I done that one? No, I haven't done that one. So it's just that one. Just that one pen that was activated randomly. Yeah, my team wants names or numbers or something on the pens. Yeah, no, the intention is to have them. Like, they've got them on the calligraphs. They have them on the Spellbind collection. And in theory, they were saying that any of the new, like, the re-release quote of the other ones, but now it doesn't look like they're doing re-releases. Big question mark. I don't know. Initial impression of the calligraphs is that they're really expensive. I can't say for certain because I haven't purchased Posca pens before. Like, I don't really know what the price point difference would be. I also don't know what nib sizes the Posca ones come in. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I will say that I know that a lot of people say that they, and I say a lot of people, at least, there are vocal individuals who say that they are expensive. But I'm not sure. But are they on sale at the moment? I can't remember what's on sale at the moment. Activation. Now, which one was this? Not the... Yeah, that looks evergreenish. Not that fern one, because that fern one needs his nib washed out. which like the washing process actually isn't that hard. I would show you, but I can't. I don't want to give you guys vertigo by taking my camera to other places. But yeah. I find the acrylic are difficult to use. Can't color a huge area with them. Yeah, I wouldn't do like a full page painting or anything with them because even the 3mm tip is going to be a bit much. But like a 1/4 page drawing, I could probably make my piece with. And when I say a 1/4 page, I mean a 1/4 page of the, or maybe even a 1/2 page possibly. I'd probably draw the line at that, in the A5. I think you have mixed smoothie and wine. No. Smoothie is definitely the purple one. I mean, I probably would have called them the other way around, but that's what they're labeled as on the website at least. Shake, shake, shake. I mean, okay, how about we go and have a look at... No, because you can't even do that, because you can't buy the Hyper pens individually, eh? Because I was going to say, oh, we could go look at the individual pen sales, but you can't buy them individually, so that doesn't work. But yeah, according to the website, the wine is the kind of pinkish red, and the smoothie's that one. Which, like, I agree, it really feels like it should be the other way around. But... big shrug. Okay, we are going to get the gold. I might wash the phone out. We'll see. We'll see if I can be bothered. So... this is my gold that is already activated. I will give him a shake though, because he's been sitting in a drawer not being used. Yeah, I don't use my paint pens very often. I use my gold one, like, probably the most, of the ones I have, but, yeah. Did you hear that? Yes, okay, I did. Vogel's messaging me, and I'm like, dude, you know I'm in the middle of a live stream. Leave me alone. There we go. So, that is gold. So I do not feel good about having this one literally 3 times on here, but it is what it is. It's fine. We have silver twice as well. It's okay. No, he doesn't want to show me his love. He wants to, like, have somebody to talk to while he picks up my food. Which is fine, I suppose. I'm just busy. Okay, pen's done. Oh, should we wash the tip? I feel like we should. Okay, I'm gonna go wash the tip of this pen. I will be back momentarily. Let's see. Is that the right one? I think it's the right one. Yeah, because those two are those ones, and that one's that one. Fabulous. Alrighty, while I'm gone, I would like you to consider and comment or put in the chat, what is the one piece of stationery that you feel like you couldn't journal without? Like, we're going to go away from black pens, but outside of that, what is the one piece of stationery you couldn't journal without? Like, without. Yeah. The Notebook. Fair. Like... Alrighty, what else do we have? A ruler. Yeah, stickers. Nice. Ruler. Yeah, ruler's my one true love. Alrighty, so as you can see, I've just gotten some toilet paper here to dry it off as I kind of try and clear out the nib a bit. So I've just kind of run water through it. Try and clean that out so that then we can actually Get some ink flowing through it again. Do I have a pen in here? I feel like it might be a little bit clogged. There we go. A timer. I need limits. I love that. Tombow 990. Oh. Is that like a light brown color? Question mark? I don't know if I can actually remember the pens that well. Probably just turn over and see, but that would be cheating. Yeah. Pencils, whiteout, N95 and N89. Yeah, I've really been finding that the N89 is like my go-to light gray of choice recently. The dot journal, yes, the journal would be quite helpful. Trying to. Alrighty, so it looks relatively clean. I still feel like we've got a little bit of dried paint in the tip, so we will try and run some paint through it. If it doesn't work, we will just replace the tip. So, I don't know if you can even see it. There it is. Looks like that. Beauty vlogger Jess. There we go. He's kind of cute, but he's kind of got some paint dried in the nib possibly, so we will attempt to run the paint through just by putting him back in and reactivating. Get the paint to actually flow through, because although it's green, that's just the old paint. White gel pens for muck-ups. Yeah. There we go. Ding 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 ding. I think that, like, in the assumption that I have a journal and I have a black pen, for me it would probably be like one marker. Like probably a light gray. Like if I was gonna be going that minimal, it would probably be a light gray one. Okay, so we've got some green running through here. If it actually comes all the way through, that will just hold. We'll just run all of the ink out of this pen. Nope, I think you are well and truly clogged, my friend. I don't think you're coming out. I think we might need to replace this nib. Which leads us to the question of, do I like this color enough to replace the nib? But I'm going to, just for the sake of our swatch page. I will get this pen to have ink flowing through it. Okay, we at least have the ink flowing down the side, but not necessarily out the end. Because the end is well and truly busted. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a replacement nib for this guy. He's seen better days. Okay. We shall take the nib out, which is gonna make a mess. We'll try to do this carefully, because it has a lot of ink, or paint fluid on it. Put you there, carefully, and Requiesce Gunpache. Goodbye to the nib. There was one, because I don't remember activating it, so I'm not too sure why it was activated, but it was. We need a new tip. Click. Bing, bing. There we go. Thankfully, when we did the desk tidy, we put them all in here. So we've got these guys sitting in here for us that we can use. Nice. There we go. So in theory, this one will work better and we shouldn't have to actually hold it down for quite as long as we did. Like, you can instantly see the ink running through that. Excellent. There we go. All the way down, please. Thank you. Fill that nib with all of your love. Almond. See, much better. There we go. That looks good. Fern. This is when we find out that it wasn't fern. It was something else entirely. There we go. That's cute. Done. Much success. Wipe off some of the excess paint so that in theory it won't do this again. Big theories. I super need to empty my bin. It is super full. There we go. Done, done. The gold is done. Okay, those are those guys done. And now we're on to the controversial colorings of the Piper's collab. So this one is distinctly blue. The wine and the smoothie contended, and then we've got the dazzled, dazed, and bubbly. Yeah. There we go. What? Okay, can you plate it up for me? Please? I think my food is here, which is nice. But we're in the middle of something, so there's that too. Yes, controversial, because this one is the wine color, and then this one is the smoothie color. And we're like, are you sure? Like, it says it on the website. Like, it's labeled with the color, so I don't know. It's not how I would have named them, but that is fine, because they are not mine. Well, these are mine, but they're like, I didn't make them. Chicken time! Chicken time. It's gonna be great. I will endeavor to not chew in your ear. Apologies, team. I didn't realize he was gonna go get dinner quite as soon as he did. Which is fine. I mean, I also didn't realize that it was already like 6 o'clock my time, which means we've been here for like an hour and a half already. Who's been here since the start? That's the real question. Alrighty, the blue is coming through. It is looking cute. Very chilly. Very pretty, actually. It's actually a really pretty blue. So that's cool. We can put that on there. That's chilly. Get it? Okay, terrible. I apologize. So that one's... This one is a very nice palette, too. I think that these colors are really cute together. Then we have the wine, which is not so wine-ish, but it is here. Thank you for dinner. You saved my life. You even cut the sides off for me.
Cut is a strong word.
Well, cut, ripped. They look great. Yeah. Oh. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to show you food. If you do not want to see food, look away now. Yes, chicken. Anyways, the chicken's going away now. The chicken is gone. You can look again if you didn't want to see the food. Oh, it smells really good. I'm just gonna steal a chip. I just want one chip. Just give me the chip. I mean, you could argue that this is a smoothie color. Maybe this is a rosé. It's just that I would probably have named them the other way around. Alrighty, while we activate, we can sneak a chippy. We can do a no talking, just eating live stream, right? That would not be as enjoyable to watch, I feel. Slowly but surely. Oh, an avocado shortage. That's crazy. Venison steaks and salad also sounds good. That is a very pretty color, even if it's not what I would have called it. It is a pretty color. Oh no. Yeah, blueberries are liars, eh? Because, like, they're kind of blue on the outside, but then if you blend them, they're purple. And if you peel them, which is creepy to start with, but if you peel them, they're like green. So, it's just lies. Bubbly! Avocado shortage. Is it because, like, they can't get enough, or is it like... Because, excuse me, they grow them in Chile, question mark? And Mexico, question mark? Mainly? Yeah? Ooh, that's pretty too. I really like this collection. This collection is actually really pretty. Because bubbly does give me like a bubblegum pink kind of thing. It's a cartel thing. Yeah, okay. No, I recently watched a documentary on avocados, so That makes sense. Sad, but it makes sense. Yeah, I can understand why drought would affect it too, because avocados need a like shit ton of water to grow as well. Wondering if I can sneak myself a piece of chicken. Well, I know in the documentary that I watched, at least, they were talking about the idea that, like, because there's a fair bit of money in, like, avocado growing because it is so popular, people were getting, like, farmers were getting kidnapped and held at ransom and stuff because their farms were bringing in so much money and things like that, so. Piper calligraphs, I can't read. Glittery. Mine have some like little bits of glitter on them. I don't know if they're supposed to be that way. Like if I can scratch the glitter off at least. I can do that. I don't know if they're necessarily supposed to be, but it might have been like a packaging thing. Yeah. I don't think, I think that certain kind of like gangs were getting into, not getting into the avocado business per se, but they were like, surrounding it in a way. So like you'd have these like avocado towns that were also places where cartels were, and all of this because the money from the avocado business had like attracted the cartels in, and then there was this whole like big thing about like you had one cartel there and then another one came in to like try and take over and blah blah blah, and then that like splintered these other people who were like against the second cartel but for the first cartel. It was very messy. But if you wanted to watch it, it's called, the documentary I was watching was called Rotten on Netflix, and it's about different food industries and like effectively what's not going so right with them. So they were talking about like the fishing industry and how there's like those catch shares or something like that. So you have these bigger fishing fleets that are like buying up all of the catch shares so that they can go catch more than they actually would have otherwise, and kind of running the little fishermen's out of business and stuff, and all of these kind of things. Alright, that looks cute. My chips are good. Dazed looks quite similar to English Rose at the moment. We'll see how it dries, but I'm very aware that I don't want my dinner to go cold, so I'm kind of snacking at the same time, so apologies if you hear my gross chewing noises. So these guys need to go back. Back into the drawer where you belong. There we go. Okay. So we have swatched our, see if we can hold it up a little bit so you guys can see it a little better in theory. There we go. So we have our Spellbind and our Bewitched done, and our Plant-Based Bride and our Piper's Art. It literally says it right there. You just have to read it, Jessica. So those ones are done. They are looking pretty cute. We're just going to give them a second to make sure that they are completely dry before we possibly flip over. Yes. Which one would your personal favorite be? Would you prefer Spellbind or Bewitch? Once you guys tell me what you would prefer, I will tell you which one I prefer. And I'll have a chip. Yeah, chip. I'm gonna show a food. There we go. So like I said before, the chips are peri-peri chips, so they've got like this kind of like spicy salt seasoning stuff on them. They're absolutely delicious. Alrighty, so we've got Spellbind, 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 Bewitched, Spellbound, Fabulous. Alrighty, I think that... Oh, Bewitched, Spellbind. So mine probably would be the Spellbind. Mostly for, like, this, like, Shroom and above. I just, like all those colors. I think they're really cute. The Midnight Navy and the Cider Yellow and the Viridian are still nice. Like, I think Midnight Navy and Cider Yellow go nicely together, but I like those colors at the top. I think they're very pretty. Alright. Not too bad. So, let's see. So those are our acrylographs done. Then we have Stettlers down here. We need something up here. I think... Five Guys chips. I think that maybe that top section I might set aside for something like the Fudnoske. They're the Tombos, right? Tombow Fudnoske hard tip pens. Because I do have some of those and they would fit nicely up there. So that one is like reserved. And then on this page maybe we could put the Karen markers. Because I can do those fairly straightforwardly. The super tips are going to take more effort, so I don't know if I'll actually end up doing them today. Question mark. Alright, I'm just going to have another chip while we're thinking about this. So when it comes to the Karen markers, how many do we actually have? Because that will dictate what we do with this swatch. If the cartels took over the chai, the chai tea. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 across. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tall. So if we get out our pencil, because this is 13 across. So if we go with a 1 centimeter thing, so it'd be like 1, 2, we'll go at least 2 up. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, question mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, better. So then it comes a centimeter in either side. And we just run it kind of like a grid. But then the issue is that these ones have colors. They have like names too. But then again, I guess my Tombos have names. I just don't name them. Because if I continue to store them in their box, which I probably will, then they could just be swatched in their box. That seems reasonable, right? Yeah. 1, 2, how many do we say there was? 7, I think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Unless do they have a number? I'm just like constantly gonna keep opening them. They do technically have numbers. 071. Well, in that case, I could just do them by number. 1, yeah, 269. That's 0220. Yeah, the neon ones have a 4-digit number, and the rest of them have a 3-digit. You can see like the 3-digit number here. That's like olive green, 281. So I could probably put the numbers in, and then I just would leave a space for them, so then I would set it up kind of the same way that my Tombos were set up. So we'd have to have a thing at the bottom. I don't want to use the end eraser there. I want to use my regular eraser. So it'll be like a block, like a little box to put the number in, and then the block for the color, and then a little thing, and then the block for the color. 7 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would come up to there. And then how much space did I leave? Just a line of space. Yeah, just a line of space. So then my title would be like here in the corner. So that would be Karen. 3 things tall. K. A. R. I. N. And I call the Karen Brush Marker Pro. I think we could just call them Karen markers. I think that'll do. There we go. M. A. R. R. K. E. R. S. There we go. That works, right? That doesn't look too bad. My chips are distinctly colder now, so I'm gonna scoff them just a little bit. Just a little bit of scoffing to make sure that I can still have my dinner while it's relatively warm. I'm just thinking about this because obviously we still have the Karen markers to do, and the calligraphs, and the Crayolas, and the string and space. We do actually have quite a few. So I'm thinking we might need to do another live stream as well. Like another one that was based on swatching, because I don't think we actually have one like planned for tomorrow. There's one happening, it just doesn't have a topic. Let's go check. Yeah, so we're doing a monthly reflection page on Sunday, but we don't have one planned for tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow we can continue this. But I will put my header in. So, using my N15. I do appreciate this kind of lettering style because it is very easy. And it's supposed to look kind of messy and handwritten. There we go, Karen markers. Because then our little border will come from the top here, around, down, around, and then it will just stop up there. So effectively the title kind of sits like where the border would be, so the border only goes to the title, if that makes sense. It's just a nice way to add a little bit of consistency here with this little swatches that I've been making. Cute. Aw, I'm sorry that your nachos were disappointing, Tammy. That's always a bummer when you're like excited to have something and then you're like, it was a bit of a flop. There we go. Karen markers. So we at least have our little space for it set up. But I think I'm probably gonna go because I really don't want to eat on camera. Like, we have better things to do with our lives than watch me eating or listen to me eating. But I will say, thank you for being here. We are totally gonna do another swatching tomorrow. So if you want to continue swatching along with me or whatever, we're gonna do one tomorrow in approximately 14-ish hours, maybe 15 hours. Like, 9 a.m. tomorrow my time. If you made it this far into the video though, leave us a little pen emoji in the comments. Otherwise, I will see you groovy peeps tomorrow for more swatching Karen markers. Color things, super tips. Yeah, no mukbang for Jess. Jess is just gonna go eat her food and be sad. Alrighty, gorgeous humans. I will see you later. Goodbye for now.